everybody, it's Dr. Joe. I have a lot of people ask me, you always talk about your dogs. Do you not like cats? Of course I like cats. I just don't have any. And so my DJ Kitty is going to help me show you some fall prevention exercises. Let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. Okay, so we're going to start off with some walking exercises, and the thing to help with the fall prevention, make sure you're in a safe environment, make sure you have a wall or a countertop, something sturdy to hold on to while you're doing these, or have somebody with you just in case. Also, if you have a cane, use the cane unless you have somebody with you to practice these. So we're going to start off with some forward and backwards walking, but to make it a challenge, you're going to do some head movement. So we're going to start here. I'm just going to do a side-to-side head movement while I'm walking forward, and then a side-to-side head movement while I go backwards. So it doesn't have to be fast, just as you're walking, kind of look side to side. Again, you don't have to go quick, otherwise you might get dizzy and fall. But just making your body get slightly off balance and making your body challenge itself by looking in different directions. So just start off with maybe doing 20 feet each way and then take a little break, because you might start feeling a little dizzy. If you start feeling a little dizzy, definitely stop. Then the next one is looking up and down while you're walking. So forwards, just up and down, and then backwards, up and down. So again, you don't have to do a quick head movement. You can even go a little bit slower than me if you feel like you have to kind of make sure you get steady as you're going, but just kind of constantly moving it at your own comfortable pace. The next one, you definitely want to start off with this one not doing head movements. The best way to find your balance is to find something in front of you and focus on that the whole time. Sometimes people want to look at their feet, but that actually makes it a little bit harder. So find a spot on the wall or a light switch on the wall and focus on it. And now you're going to do what we call a tandem walk, which is one foot in front of the other. If you can, you really want your heel and your toes to touch, not giving big space. But if you can't, that's okay. Then kind of slide them a little bit. So it's either this if you don't feel completely comfortable, this if you feel a lot uncomfortable. But if you want to challenge yourself, one right in front of the other while you're walking. Oh, see, people do fall a little bit even if they have good balance. And then just walking back and forth. See, I was talking, I wasn't actually focusing on a spot in front of me. So make sure you focus on that spot. See, it became a lot easier once I kept my head forward and focused on something. So one foot just right in front of the other. All right, so now I'm going to grab a chair for some balance if I need it. These are going to be some standing balance exercises. So now you're just going to put your feet as close together as you can. So nice and close. Again, this is another one, if you don't feel comfortable with them touching, you can open them up just a little bit, but you want it to be more narrow than shoulder width apart. So nice and close together. And then again, you're going to do those head movements. So if you need to hold on to something, start off holding on to something and then work your way up to not holding on to something. So just a little side to side. Again, you know, focus on a certain point one way and then a certain point the other way. And just back and forth, maybe 5 times on each side, and then up and down. Again, kind of focus on a spot up top, and then maybe the tip of your toes looking down. If that becomes really easy, then you can do that tandem, but staying in one spot. So again, if you need that little bit of holding on, even if it's just a finger, that's fine. And then again, doing your head turns side to side. And it is a little bit tougher if you don't have shoes on. So if you want it to be a little more stable, get some nice solid shoes and that'll help you out a little bit. And then make sure you're switching sides as well, doing your side to side, and then also doing your up and down. So kind of just a nice smooth motion. Doesn't have to be fast. You can even slow it down just a little bit if you want to kind of recover from it being off balance just a little bit. The next thing is going to be working your hip muscles, because our hip muscles have a lot to do with our balance. And if these are weak, a lot of times you become off balance, and if that gives out, then you might end up falling. So making sure you have strong hips is always very important too. And make sure you do both sides. I'm just going to do a couple on each side. So start off, leg as straight as you can, toes pointed out in front of you, and then a little kick to the side. Doesn't have to be a big kick. Make sure you stay nice and upright, and then a little kick across. So just a nice, smooth, back and forth kind of motion. Just start off with maybe 10 of these, work your way up to 20, 25. If they become really easy, you can add some ankle weights on there. And then you're gonna do a front to back motion, but still keeping that leg nice and straight, and just front to back, just kind of a nice movement. If you feel like you're wiggling around a lot, hold on, make sure you have a little more balance, and then if it becomes easy, then you can go back to one finger or even try it without holding on. And then you also want to strengthen your ankles, because the ankles and the hips are equally important in our balance. If our ankles are weak, then when we're stepping, we're wiggling a lot, and that might make a fall. So we want to make sure and prevent those risks of falling. So feet about shoulder width apart. If you need to hold on to something, go ahead and hold on to something, and then just bring your heels up off the ground as high as you comfortably can, and then try and slowly come back down. So it's not coming up and then just plopping back down. It's that controlled movement of nice and slow coming back down. So really working those calf muscles, those ankle muscles, to control that movement. Start off again, about 10, work your way up to 20, 25. If that becomes easy, then you can just do one foot at a time and still slowly coming back down. So there you have it. Those were your exercises for fall prevention. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you'd like to check out some other videos, go to AskDoctorJo.com. And remember, be safe, have fun with the DJ Kitty, and I hope you feel better soon.